Hey friends, it's time to begin the best damn meeting online with Polly, Drunken, and Snoot. It'd be great if they were on time. Hey dude, should we have some news? Copper Squad by Jacqueline. Come and join the Goose Fleet overlords and watch the AAA meeting.
Oh, yes, hello, and welcome to the AAA meeting where one of the A's means ampersand, and it's Monday, my dudes, which means your host is your least favourite drunken uncle. It's me, Drunken Uncle, and I'm joined as always by my colonial co-hosts and collaborators. Sinatra says...
Hi, I'm Sinatra.
Oh, if only that were the case. And Peter the Dub is Polydub.
Hey, it's me, Polydub.
I'm like, say what you want, but I did actually hear two distinctions right there when you were being Sinatra and Polydub. Have a little conversation between Polydub and Sinatra right now. Go on, do it.
Hello.
Wow, that's amazing,
Oh, damn it, he's
Polly.
back. Yeah, I know. Did you hear that?
How does he do it? Oh my god!
Really got that voice down. It's great.
It's the cadence. And that's not a word I get to say very often, cadence. But when I do get to say it, oh, I relish every syllable. How you doing today, Polly?
Fucking terrible.
Ah. Good weekend, Sinatra?
Yeah, I wish I had better.
Busy.
I wish I had better news. I had a vertigo attack last night, and I feel like I've fucking have a hangover from bathtub gin. Jesus.
Ugh.
What?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so is that the cure for an attack of vertigo, is to drink some bathtub gin?
No, I'm just trying to liken it to some kind of horrible feeling. Nausea, vomitus,
Indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut.
Have you ever noticed how on side effects for drugs, when they list potential side effects, they put constipation and diarrhea right next to each other? It's like, you couldn't have two further apart things. I mean, which
Yeah.
is it?
Pick one.
Well, in their mind, it's either going one way or the other. It's either going to not happen or it's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
But then, like, no, I'm with Polly on that. Because look, if you've got diarrhea, then you'll take something which will, a stool hardener. Whereas if you got constipation, you will take a stool softener. So surely there's a middle ground here, you know?
What gets me is the shit where it's like, side effects include death. It's like, oh, wow.
Thoughts of suicidal ideation, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so
that's an antidepressant. Jesus.
this medicine I'm
that shit
taking for my
covered.
acid reflux is going to make me want to off myself. It's fantastic.
My favorite one was
I,
the one for restless leg syndrome. Like, was the intended purpose of the drug, to help you with restless legs.
Yeah.
And it's like, has the possibility of increasing compulsive behavior such as gambling. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, maybe I'll use that
Wow.
excuse.
Like, the idea being that if you already gamble because you have a compulsive personality, it's going to make your OCD, your compulsion, worse. So you might gamble more if you already gamble. But in the commercial on TV, that's the way they said it. Might increase compulsive behavior, such as gambling. And I'm like, I'm taking it to stop my legs from jiggling when I'm sleeping. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, at least it might, increase compulsive behaviour, like murdering your wife and kids. It could be a lot worse.
Well-
They say like gambling as well. You're going to be like sat in a bar, take a pill, and go, "Hey guys, I bet you $25 this doesn't fucking stop my leg from being so restless."
Oh, yeah, say, Dad, I'm applying to colleges. Well, son, your college fund is gone. Why is that? Well, my legs wouldn't stop moving. So,
Oh,
Bad
that's
news,
brilliant.
bucko.
Rocking up into fucking Gamblers Anonymous. And everyone's got to chat about, their triggers, what kicked them off and everything. You're like, dude, don't say kicked off to me. I've got restless leg syndrome. Steve Dave, for the $2, says, listen, chat. If he was on time, then that makes the dulcet tones of Pinky Salmon worthless. Is that what you want? If they were on time to mean nothing, Let the man be fucking late. Fuckers. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't actually late.
She's always late anyway. It doesn't matter, Steve.
I'm not always late. I was not late. Everyone else was late. That's right. Yeah, silence.
Absolutely not
Silence from the fucking AAA side, the AA side of the room. I'm the one big A sat here, just being just. So, despite your attack of a shit movie, Polly, how was the rest of your weekend?
Leave it. Let him drive.
Shit movie.
Yeah, Vertigo, terrible film.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to be like that the whole stream. I'm not going to pick up on anything. Okay.
It's just like a regular Monday, mate. Don't worry about that.
I watched.
At some point, I got to realise I'm at fault for that. You know?
You'll be able to fake me out every time this stream. Trust me. I'm not. If I die, they're gonna when they do toxicology, it's gonna like, holy shit! Look at the cocktail of drugs he's got in him. It's ibuprofen, acetaminophen, Benadryl,
AAA.
Yeah, AAA.
Something that causes constipation, another one that causes diarrhea.
Yeah, so it leveled him out. It was fine. It was.
Yeah, he died, but his poops were brilliant. You know.
Yeah, he was perfectly continent. This man.
Colon shaped.
It was just. No, I watched a movie that I remember when I brought up here before. It set you off because I asked you something about Britain.
It didn't set me off.
It kind of did.
No.
It always does.
No, it doesn't. I am perfectly willing to answer any questions you have about my homeland.
Well, no, it was because it was broadly about Britain. It was Ronin with Robert De Niro and Sean Bean and actors that I remember from Jean Reno, The Professional.
Rousseau? Oh no, I don't. Leon.
Leon, yeah, it's
I've never
Jean Rousseau, isn't it?
I've only ever seen him in that movie. I didn't realize he did anything else.
Oh fuck yeah, he's been in lots of other things. He's a great actor.
Did he do the original Godzilla movie? Not the original.
Yes, he did.
The first
Yep.
US.
Yep, the one with Matthew Broderick. Exactly.
No, I never saw Star Wars. That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I take
so
it
I watched it with Zelthor, which some people know here, and that was back when Robert De Niro was still like an ultra cool legend, and he's since gone quite crazy. Whatever. The Ricky Spanish.
Continue.
I told Zelthor outright that 50% of the reason I watch this movie is because of the English girl putting on the Irish lilt, and she's just so damn sexy with that accent and herself that that's about 50% of the reason I watch the movie. So I asked you, have you ever seen that film? Because when I looked her up, I found out, she's English, so that's a complete put on, that accent. I said, does that sound like a real accent to you? Because you would know better. What's that?
It's not a put on, it's called acting, sir.
Well, I mean.
Way to water down the skill.
Well, my question to you, anyway, was the boy, is that like an actual accent? Because you would know better than I do, or does it sound muddled? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to me, it sounds authentic as fuck, but how the hell would I know? It's like my standard is the Lucky Charms elf.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Southern Irish.
I'm sure the answer was, why the fuck are you asking me questions about this shit? You should just know these things.
Well, yeah, because I followed up by asking about was the RP conversation. When I asked you about received pronunciation, does anyone actually talk close to that, or is it totally boarding school fabricated? And you got all mad, and it was weird.
I didn't get mad.
And that's when we found out that your northern accent was a dead ringer for a Wisconsin accent, your northern Irish accent.
What? I mean, that's not just my northern Irish accent. That's just the northern Irish accent. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are many regional variations and such forth and such like. I remember the RP conversation, which I did not shout at you. I don't remember because I've never seen the movie Ronin, I don't think.
You should watch it.
So, I mean, the answer is I didn't answer because I've not seen it.
Yeah, you're right. But it led into you doing several different Irish accents, or three, and then the third one.
I only know two.
No, you did a third one. You did the one that actually has the sing-songy quality to it, like hoity-toity-toy, that one.
The Northern Irish accent, that's the
See, that's Fargo as fuck. That's the one. Yeah.
It's not Fargo though, is it? That's fucking Ireland, bait. Fargo is okay, real good. It's like it don't, right. Okay, here's the thing, because I always see accents as shapes, right? So Northern Irish is like you picture a C, but it's backwards, right? So that's kind of like that's the kind of sound that you're trying to make. It's like a ball shape, or at least half of that. Whereas Wisconsin is a regular C. It's on the inside. So you're trying to, as you say in the words, you're trying to bring them back in before you put. It sounds stupid when I do it, but in my head it makes complete fucking sense. That's if I want to do an accent, then I first of all I draw it first.
No, that actually makes sense. I could see somebody visualizing accents to. Yeah, no, I could see that. So, what shape would a Southern accent be to you, especially like a courtly one, like the fake Georgian accent with Georgia? Have you ever been to Georgia? Drunken?
Oh,
very green.
like fucking.
What shape would that be?
Colonel Sanders, I do respect your vernacular.
Exactly. Your bellicosity is leaving me all aflutter, madam.
And then someone else is like, I do have the vapors.
Yeah.
A touch of the consumption. I mean, look, if you were to go over to twitch.tv/drunkenplays, then for channel points, you can get me to do that accent, as well as various
I would
others.
call that shape, oh man, it would be soft and undulating curves. That's what I would.
It's curvy up until it comes out. In my mind, you're looking at like a hand-drawn question mark, but without the dot at the end. Because you've got that have. You kind of sing that bit. That's the curve. Right?
Yeah, like Old Man Enfield says no one talks like that here in Georgia. Oh, I'm very aware. People have told me that again and again, and it's like, no, I refuse to believe that. Someone talks like that. Because it sounds
Polly,
so good.
Because this is all I know about Georgia. I'm with you. I choose to believe you, Polly.
Like you know what I mean? In my head canon, that's the way people in Georgia talk. Even though intellectually I know it's totally not the way they talk. Yeah, it's fine.
Would it be like more of a Louisiana? Hey, if you look at Hurty Bear, right, in the chat there, he's got the that is the shape for a double S in German right there. Now that, to me, looks like the accent that we're talking about a little bit there. I want to say Louisiana more than Georgia. Do you see it in the chat? Hurty Bear says, hey, and then he's got that little symbol, polydub, because he pressed the wrong button, obviously. Working with a German keyboard.
Oh, yeah. I do. Hurty Bear there, yeah.
See, that seems like a Colonel Sanders accent. Even with the word colonel, right? Colonel. You follow the shape around. Maybe I'm just a little bit autistic, but that's why it's a spectrum, Polly.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little bit autistic. Sinatra.
He's been muted this whole
we seem to be missing 1/3 of the AAA right here. Vladimir Dragunov for the $5 super chat says, I finally escaped Drunkel's grape. Silent G dungeon. And on my birthday. Is it your birthday, Vladimir? Happy birthday, buddy. We don't sing right here, but my heart is always a song where you're concerned. And Corbin Thomas threw $3 for the Ricky Spanish, saying, me just wants to work and not have to continue 6-day weeks. And then my bitch made N-word co-workers who need to play games. Bonjour. He's doing a meme in written form. You can't fucking blame him for that. Now, you understand where I'm coming from here with the Polly, with the lines and the
The limes and the hum?
Not the limes, the lines of the of the accent. The lines and the and the shapes and
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So, your accent, for instance, which as far as I'm concerned, is just American with a capital A, right? There's no regions in America besides the ones I could do. What would the shape of your accent be?
It's the worst person to answer that question is the person who speaks it. Like I've been fascinated for years to hear the gibberish English from somebody who doesn't speak a word of English.
Because the gibberish English.
So right. So like if you want to sound Cantonese, it sounds like they drag out the last letter like colloquially when they're speaking. Like so you'll be on the metro, right? And you'll hear two Chinese guys talking. It'll be now that was pure gibberish.
Oh my god, that made complete sense. I didn't realize.
It's simulating.
Yeah.
it's simulating the sounds of the words. You know
Sorry
what I
about
mean?
that, guys.
And then Japanese doesn't sound like that at all. It's like, oh, shigaijosho. Like, you know, it's okay,
Yeah.
right? Movie Japanese. I want to hear someone do that for English. What does it sound like? I don't know, because I speak it.
Right, an elongated vowel at the end of a sentence. 'Cause I hear that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, like, well, back in the acting days, I'd go all around the country fucking auditioning and shit, right? And I found it was mostly a most annoying accent, Southwestern, which is it's the pirate accent, or more popularly, the farmer accent. Right, mate. Right, my lover. But then everyone goes, oh, they're farmers. They never go, they're pirates or anything like that, which is still arr. You know, it's always for some reason. But then when you're talking like a more urban version of that accent, it just gets fucking stupid. One of the things that annoys me most about that end of the country is that if they mishear someone, right, Polly, if you were to say something and I go, I didn't understand that, I would say, pardon? Or, could you please repeat that? At the very, very worst, I would go, what? But they don't down there. They go, It's just a noise. It's so fucking obnoxious. You know, your fucking Winston Churchill comes out, and I, Winston, look at me. I fucking hate it, mate. It's like if I'm just going to make this noise at you and expect you to repeat yourself, even though I couldn't be asked to actually form a coherent sentence. Nay, even a word. Fucking annoys me, that does. I forget what I'm on about there. Oh, right, okay, Southwestern accent. Now, that one I always see as a line, right? One of my go-to words when it comes to English accents is the word burger, right? Now, you go right down the south. Yeah, it doesn't matter, southwest, southeast isn't so bad, but if you picture the line is just straight, right? It's just a straight line going from left to right. Now, the poshest of accents, when they say burger...
Tends to be how lines work.
Thank you. It goes up. On the R's, it goes burger. You know, it goes up.
Well,
like a little...
It's like Australians add R's to everything. Kiwis add E's to everything. Same thing.
Yeah. No, yeah, yeah, but that's the thing about Britain, though, you know? It's like, it's such a small place, and yet you travel 10 minutes, you know, up the road, the accents have changed 3 times, and bread rolls have a new name.
Yeah, I heard an interesting size comparison of Texas. Like, Drunken, do you offhand know how long it takes you to drive from the top to the bottom of Britain?
Offhand? Certainly not.
I'm guessing maybe 6, 8 at most hours to drive the whole length of the fucking country.
No, I think you're going to be looking at a lot more than that. Well, I mean, you're talking Britain as opposed to England, though, right?
England, yeah.
Okay, England. Yeah, probably a little bit longer than that.
You think?
Yeah, I don't even drive. It'll take ages to walk. I know that. Cycling? Not so sure.
How long to drive Britain?
But no, they're going to do east to west, I think. They're going to do Land's End to John O'Groats.
Yeah, I think this will take you up through...
A huge political campaign.
Glasgow, all that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's it. Glasgow.
It's about 6 hours.
Okay,
about
all
6
right.
hours.
That's corrected. Fair enough.
16 with Scotland. You can drive for 12 hours and still be in the same state here.
Yeah,
that was a mind-boggling difference to me.
Yes, I do remember you saying, obviously when we spoke after you returned back home, that how fucking close together everything is over here. We are really, really compact. And yet we still
Even your... Good.
Even when it comes to, you know, regional cultures, we've still managed to put in as much fucking diversity from area to area, just as much as you would in America, state to state, except it's a lot smaller and concentrated.
Yeah. This is Kyle's, right? It takes 3 days to drive from side to side here.
Surely it depends on how fast you're driving.
Not really.
Vladimir Dragonov for the, what was that? $5 super chat says also Mum's Net. No! Rictus Dominus. I don't know if my audio settings have been sorted yet. Fuck you, Windows updates. Doing it when I didn't even give you permission. I own you! Actually, I don't. I got it for free. And Vladimir Dragonov. That said, actually, normally I've got in the bottom corner, please activate Windows. It's gone. What the fuck is that about?
You're just gonna see like a $60 charge in your account.
Maybe. Come back. I need you. Vladimir for another $5 super chat says, "Oi, git. Who's got an awfully big head for a Welshman?" Not Welsh, but I appreciate that. I was doing a Twitch stream the other day, and then someone said, "I admit, I do not know what a Welsh accent sounds like." I'm like, yeah, it fucking shows, you knobhead. I take great offense.
It's just your accent.
It's not, because I'm not Welsh. That is the equivalent of hearing a Scottish accent and saying, "Oh, so where in Ireland are you from?" They will stab you.
It's all the same thing.
It's not the same thing. That geographically, culturally, and just normally, they are not the fucking same thing. Polly,
you're a bunch of redheaded drunks from this quadrant of the world. You're the same.
You've just described Ireland.
Yeah, and Scottish people.
No, we don't use the word people when describing Scots. Polly, do you know what the Welsh accent sounds like?
What are the phenotypical differences between Scottish people and Irish people? Probably non-existent.
Heroin.
That doesn't seem phenotypical, but all right.
It is phenotypical. I mean, by phenotypical, are you on about phrenology? Because we don't believe in phrenology.
No, it's the phenotype. It's fine.
I mean, what's a phenotype? Is it a type of phen?
It's the physical attributes that distinguishes one people from another.
Okay,
I believe
in which case, casual violence.
Well, the Irish seem pretty violent.
They're not Scottish violent, though. Oh, Lord. And they do love a drink, obviously, but Ireland, you're thinking Guinness. Scotland, Buckfast. You ever seen Buckfast?
Scotland, grain alcohol.
It's nice. No, it's a tonic wine. And it is... Yeah. Oh my fucking God. Buckfast. If there's any fucking Brit bongers in the chat right now, you know what I mean when I say Buckfast. Jesus fucking Christ. They can't even market it as wine. It's got to be tonic wine. It tastes like, at the end of the night in a bar when they've got all the trays just full of where the taps drip. They just poured that into a bottle. It's fucking disgusting. But Jesus fucking
gross.
Christ, do they love it over there. Wow. Should we have some news?
Sure. And sorry about absconding for a minute earlier. I had to look for something real quick.
You're doing some things, I understand. You're doing channel-related things. Also, Polly, a Welsh accent has actually got quite a nice lilt to it.
Ugh.
I know. I feel dirty when I do it.
Isn't Wales the land of like the 26-letter town names?
Yes, it is. See, you have heard of them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, don't they have like their own ancestral language that's
Yes. Do you know what it's called?
like inaccessible to anyone else, that sort of thing?
It's called Welsh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Like
I thought they'd have like a name for it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like the bald guy on our show, Welsh.
Okay, I'm not having this, especially not on my day. This is my day. Everywhere's Britain today, and I'm not fucking Welsh.
Okay, I want to be clear about this. Is everywhere Britain or is everywhere England?
Everywhere's Britain.
So you're including Wales in that?
Against my
And
better
Cornwall.
judgment, yeah. Right, okay,
And
Cornwall.
Northern Ireland.
Cornwall, not its own country, Polly. That is very much a part of it.
So you're tacitly admitting you are Welsh.
No, I'm saying I'm British.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying everywhere is
I
Britain.
think he's admitting he's Welsh.
So you're saying, let me see if I get this straight. You're not saying everywhere is the United Kingdom. You're not saying everywhere is England, but you are saying everywhere is Britain.
Everywhere is Britain.
You realize that makes no sense to anyone but you and other people.
Why would
from
that
Britain.
not? I'll tell you what, a couple of 100 years ago it fucking did, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because everywhere fucking was Britain back then. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So look,
All right, the news.
Wales is included in Britain, but Britain is not Wales. There are many countries. No one's really happy with it either. I mean, Ireland famously had a bit of a brouhaha about it. Some said, yeah, we like it. Others said, no, we don't. Scotland, no, none of them like it. Every fucking 2 years they have a vote on Scottish independence. And do you know what? You're still one of us, you kilt-wearing ginger fucks. Right, let's have some news. I'm glad we spoke about countries as well, because we've got a new game tonight. And it does pertain to, should we say, geographical stereotypes. Yeah? Yeah. All right, let's have some news.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, so yeah, I'm fine with it.
But you will. We'll get to that when the time comes, my friend. In the meantime, we have got some news. If I could direct you over to the Discord where it is being shared on the screen, and people in the chat, I got you back! Starting off with the Babylon Bee. We at the Babylon Bee would like to announce we have attained dirt on Hillary Clinton. That actually made me made me belly laugh. Oh, fucking well done. And in the true nature of the news, Polly, they do the same headline in the article. So it's very nice. Also, it's followed by the video series Law and Order Microaggression Victims Unit. So that's quite good
nice.
as well. God bless the Babylon Bee.
That's
they were
good.
giving out a free book a little while ago, which someone here in the chat was good enough to send me a link to it. And I think I got emailed a copy of it. You had to read it because, let's face it, we all ignore our emails, don't we? But let's get into the real shit. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck indeed. Spain approves to become the first European country to introduce paid menstrual leave.
Is
God.
that? No way.
Yeah.
It looked like constipation, diarrhea, combination of both.
So just a normal bowel movement. These are three women here, being women. One of them taking it a lot more gracefully than the other two, let's be honest. One of them taking it just the worst out of all of them. And, of course, she's ginger as well, so she's got a lot fucking going for her here. Yes, no, it is true, though. Paid menstrual leave, you can get once a month, a couple of days off a month, paid. Now, is there a male equivalent to this?
Blue ball leave.
That would be good. My wife is on her period leave.
Yeah. Sympathetic menstrual leave.
Yeah.
I have to be at home because she's laying down with, a headache and a water bottle on her stomach.
Yeah.
And I got to be there to help.
I've got to keep fucking feeding her chocolate and stroking her nipples. No, wait, no, they hurt. I think the opposite actually would be my wife is on her period, so I'll be staying late for the next week. I'm not really that inclined to go home, to be honest. It's a genuine thing. I looked into the comments around these articles as well, and I'll tell you what, it is all women going, it's about fucking time. Right, and you go, yeah, but what, say, like, why? That's not going to get abused at all, is it? Surely not. Now fucking every woman right here is going. Look. You want equality? If this is equality, then men should be getting paid 10% more than women. Huh?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, because this is ridiculous. You're just gonna give women time off because they have their period.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if at any point in time men just got time off because blue balls?
Yeah. I caught my pube in my zipper, and I don't think I could come in today. I sat on my own balls. We've all been there. Right, you sit down a little too casually and, oh, God, I just sat on myself. Can't come into work today.
Yeah. My AR stock isn't beard safe. It caused me trauma. I need a day off. Sinatra, you know what I'm talking about. No, wait a minute. You're clean shaven. You don't know what I'm talking about.
beard safe. That is a
No, that's the thing people joke about. The collapsible stocks, the 6-position stocks, just it's your hair will get caught in there, like your beard hair, and when you pull the rifle away from your shoulder, it'll like yank out one of your hairs. So they joke and call it, "Is it beard safe?" And it's like,
still sounds painful. I know you're joking, but it sounds painful as fuck.
yeah, it's one of those obnoxious things. Like, ow! Like it's not like getting shot or anything, but it's just fucking hell.
It's close. It's getting there. It's close.
Yeah, you don't want pain in your face. It's just no good. Bubble. Like the pain in the face from slamming into a wall you didn't know was there. Poor seal. Nori Bar, thank you for the $2. Fight us, Polly-san, you honorless water rodent. We will fight you, mobster play acting hacks. Hashtag World War II.
Who have you pissed off?
This is
seaweed
Nori
people.
Bar, the bar across the street from Noir Bar. They're fighting it out with them, and apparently they've located me here over at AAA. The bastards. The Sinatra word bastards.
Well, I've got your back, mate. I don't have a beard either, so I can use any kind of AR that you want, mate. I'm beard safe.
Oh yeah, that's right. You use a straight razor, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Why do you assume I don't have a beard?
Because we've seen you.
No,
No, you haven't.
you can't trust me to tell you if I have a beard right now. I'd have to feel my own face. I don't know, man. I'm on. Do you know how many pharmaceuticals I'm on?
6.
Oh, I was going to say 7.
No. Well, okay, it's 4. But
Well, we both went over.
look
God
at
damn it.
disappointment. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're gonna have our
I
first
don't have
trip
like
at
a
AOD.
beard, but I have a not shaven, but just the essence of one. Do you know what I mean?
You've got stubble.
No, the chin and that area is longer, but under the chin and the neck is all kind of cropped in. And the cheeks are long. I don't know.
And the body is round. Oh man,
You want to hear the random thing that I'm going to complain about now?
Do it.
I got to buy a new set of clippers, like beard clippers.
Yeah.
Okay, you know why?
No.
I've had these clippers for like several years now, and the different, number 1, number 2, number 3 that you put on it for different lengths, right?
Right.
And then it's also got the little lever on the side. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Or slightly longer, slightly shorter. You know?
I'm afraid
Hello?
there you've lost me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know
mine
exactly
doesn't.
what you're talking about.
Okay. Mine doesn't have one. You'd be amazed how important that stupid little lever is when you're trying to maintain a certain beard.
You need a beard lever.
You do, because number 1 is too short, number 2 is too long. Yeah, that's why they've got the adjustment taken thing there. And mine doesn't have one. You'd be surprised how much a fucking set of clippers is going for at Walmart.
I mean, I bought a set of clippers just for some general maintenance of the rest of the body. But it was during lockdown. Very, very difficult to get hold of. Very difficult.
Molly O'Kemi, that's okay. That's pretty funny. Can an otter even grow a beard? How does he know?
Other otters tell him.
Well, it's just if they're furry all over, how would you it's, I don't know, it made me laugh, but I'm fucking pharmautically high, so
I've seen
whatever.
dogs with beards.
Yeah, that's true. So have I. They got a mustache and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know they've got beards.
They have that. They have the illusion of facial hair.
Yeah, I get.
Well, hold on. Otters have whiskers. It looks like they got a mustache. There you go.
Actual whiskers as well. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we know about animals and beards. Steve Day for $1 says, since Drunken likes the meats, here's how I describe it. You wouldn't call bacon poultry. A more accurate term would be meat. Chicken is both, however, so everywhere is Britain, but Wales is not. I like that. That was good as well. That was like, if someone said, Steve Dave, I don't understand this. Please describe it as you would a butcher's counter. You'd be like, well, I got your back, sir. Vladimir Dragonoff for the $5 super chat says, I know what Welsh accent sounds like. It sounds like a mix between Jamaican and Scottish. I would love to hear someone trying to do that. Jesus Christ. Still, that's, this is what we got on the old menstrual cramps here. And Old Man Enfield in the chat rightfully said men should have to and would need 3 days off after the women have had 3 days off. Or rather, actually, as I like to call it, those 3 days off would be the most productive 3 days in the office, because there isn't a bitch wandering around going, the air conditioning's too low. Like, we can finally get some fucking work done.
You said it. I keep it at a 3, except under the chin. Like the neck area, that's just hit with
You use a number 3?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's longer than I thought you were describing. That's not a hint of a beard, that's a beard.
Wow. Sinatra has a beard, Polly has a beard. Drunkle does not have a beard. Famously clean shaven. I don't like having facial hair.
Can you grow a beard, or do you just
no.
the patchy struggle beard?
Lack of testosterone. I did throughout lockdown. I just went, right, that's it. I ain't shaving until lockdown's over. And I went to Tesco, and someone just gave me their spare change. So I thought, yeah, it's time to fucking shave. And that's when I got addicted to hindsight.
That was one of the greatest moments in American Psycho, when Patrick Bateman threw change in the girl's cup because he thought she was a bum. He's like, no, she was just a college student sitting on the steps with the coffee, but was dressed like such, like... She got so mad, threw the cup at him, and he goes through this whole fantasy of how he wants to murder her. It was hilarious.
So far removed from everyone else's reality, though, isn't it? It's like Mallory Archer in fucking Jessica Walter, that was it, in Arrested Development. I mean, how much even is a banana? Like $10? Oh, God rest your soul.
Bill Gates
Jessica.
actually did that. Do you remember that?
That was with bread, wasn't it?
No, it was pizza rolls. He said they were $50 or something like that.
Fucking hell. So far removed from everyone else's reality. But hey, I kept that spare change. And the alcoholism. Let's move on from women being whiny bitches. Who knew? Wisconsin man hits milestone after eating a Big Mac nearly every day for 50 years. He's not as big as I thought he would be. And
but
yet,
he looks about as unhealthy as you would think.
I mean, it's the haircut, though, isn't it? he could tidy himself up quite nice, have a shave, get rid of your wispy mutton chops, a proper haircut, maybe a new set of glasses, straighten up your posture, and yeah, you'll look perfectly employable, mate, you know? So he has had, this is what he's eating right here, is his 25,000th Big Mac.
Jesus.
It's a lot, isn't it? What can I say? Man loves his meat. So that is going from a woman fail to I'm going to say it, a man fail as well. We're all posting our ales online right here. Man just loves fucking McDonald's. I mean, that's fine. You can enjoy food, but don't overdo it. You won't enjoy it anymore. You ever seen Super Size Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was guessing
don't remember it, though.
I was guessing that was a no. That was, I think, a guy ate McDonald's every day for... I want to say a month or a year, I'm not sure. But what it did to his body was, it was basically pickling his liver. But also mentally, like, he was depressed up until he got his McDonald's, you know? Like, what it was doing to him, fucking body and soul, was insane. Now look at this man. Does he look depressed, or does it look like he's got a very healthy home life? Possibly.
Looks like he's got a Vulcan haircut. What's up with that?
I was going to say he definitely lives with his mum and she still cuts his hair, yeah. It's not Vulcan, it's Balkan. Still, there you go there, mate. It is Donald Gorski, 50 years. He got a special badge, so it was all worth it in the end.
What a douche.
Pool noodle fight over the name Josh, again, attracts hundreds. Sinatra, do you remember this?
Yeah, the Battle of the Joshes.
Battle of the Joshes. It was a guy, he sent out a message to loads of people on Facebook, gave them coordinates and a date and said, meet at this time, I think it was like 2 years in the future, and we will battle it out to find the one supreme Josh. And they did it, and now they've fucking done it again. This is
A kid won that time, didn't it?
Not only did he win that time, but he also defended his title again this time. 5-year-old Josh Vincent Jr. defended his title as the number 1 Josh. He did it again! I'm starting to think they're letting him win.
You think?
Yeah, I think they might be. People are turning up donning costumes, including masks, animal suits, and football helmets. I mean, the guys wearing the animal costumes, they can go first. But it wasn't enough to dethrone the number 1 Josh. And they managed to raise $21,000 for Children's Hospital and Medical Center in Omaha. Which is pretty damn good. With the owners of the Josh Sellers wine label pledging to match that amount with a donation of their own. So a lot of money was raised for charity here. And following the stream last week, we finally found a use for pool noodles. They're to beat the fuck out of kids called Josh. Aschenbauer threw $2 saying the guy who is celebrating 50 years of Big Macs was part of the Super Size Me documentary. Well, holy shit. And that came out a long time ago, so it's good to see that this guy's still fucking alive and kicking. Or at least just still alive. I would also like to cordially invite anyone whose name is Millard Duke to battle it out in a field with me. We'll meet at the field of the Battle of Hastings. It's just going to be me with a pool noodle, isn't it? Which you can also find on my OnlyFans. Moving on. New York High Court to determine if Bronx Zoo elephant is a person. Now, Polly, you're a scientist.
Of a variety.
Of a variety. More so than Sinatra or myself are scientists.
No, Sinatra's a doctor, so.
Yeah, but a doctor of what?
Yeah.
You know, I've never asked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sinatra, what are you a doctor of?
Whatever you need.
Okay. Okay, so in this
So
case...
you're a Mexican doctor. Got it. All right.
I'm a jack of all trades. A doctor of all practices.
In which case, then, Sinatra, you're going to be my go-to here, because if you're a doctor of whatever I want, well, let me tell you, this is what I want. Is an elephant a person?
No.
No. Okay, moving on. Woman in stitches after finding face of wizard Gandalf hidden in her floorboards.
Please.
Like in the grain pattern?
Yeah.
Can we see it?
Yeah. I just want to say, I wasn't disappointed. All right. Here we go. There's Gandalf.
Oh, yeah. Or Old Man Winter or whatever, you know. It's
Every old man character, period.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking Treebeard from Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Like the guy who was actually a tree. They got a baby Ent.
Yeah, I'd sand that shit out. I wouldn't want to see that every time I walked by.
And I would take
that's
you to
good.
court if you tried to do that, Polly. I'd say this is a national treasure and needs to be protected.
Okay, then cut it out and take it.
I will.
Or get one of those little angle saws and cut that shit out.
Yeah, go in with like a little.
Like an
coconut
editor
saw.
approved this story.
Oh yeah.
Do you realize that?
Yeah. Photographer as well had to go there. Like, okay, let's just see what jobs we got today. We got a fucking car crash.
Like if my wife was the editor approved this, when she got home, I would just like, how do you live with yourself?
You sleep in the spare room tonight, bitch.
Yeah. We're putting extra blankets in between us tonight. There's no fucking way.
Well, you get in trouble for that normally, don't you?
Well, that was my point. You see, that was a callback. Yeah.
That was a callback. But your news is lackluster and wooden. You got to get the woman in the photo as well. Thank you for the useless useless yellow circle there as well, the mirror, because they know that their readers not the sharpest tools in the box right there. It also says the wood looks like the Lord of the Rings star Gandalf. Now, I wasn't aware that Gandalf played Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings movies. I thought that was someone else. Ian something. No, it was definitely Sir Gandalf. But you gotta get the wood. This is the opposite of a compo face here because she's happy. Can we just get you to like sit cross-legged on the floor in front of Gandalf? Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, I guess I could do that.
What is the opposite of compo?
Smiling. Compost. Well, no, the opposite of compo. I don't actually know where compo face comes from.
Isn't it like? Wait a minute. No, I don't remember.
No, okay. His striking features.
Like I thought it was like composed shot. I thought that was the idea that they're.
Oh yeah, okay.
Isn't that the whole idea that they're standing there posing on purpose? So it's a composed shot.
Yeah, but then I guess
That makes sense.
the word, it does make sense, but I guess it kind of went off on a definition of its own as well. Like they must be either holding, stood in front of, or pointing at the object of contention. And
with a look of miserable. Perfect word. Yeah, miserable, disgusting, and look at this shit. You see this? Like yeah.
Like the guy who got fired from a factory because he tested positive for opiates, as he had a what was it? A sesame seed bagel the day before. So there was him in front of the sign of this factory where he used to work, holding a bagel. Like, there's very stringent criteria for this shit. It's taken a life of its own now. Its striking features are reflected in the wood: 2 definite eyes, a prominent nose, and the flowing hair and the beard. Now, would you say that's a number 4, maybe a 5 beard right there?
Oh, that's I don't know, no Clippers beard.
Yeah, that's an I use scissors to trim up the end of it once a year beard.
Fair enough, yeah. Otherwise, you'd end up with wood shavings. All right, let's move on. Bank refuses to pay ransom to hackers. Send dick pics instead. This is an interesting one. It's the Bank of Zambia, so I don't think anyone is confused by this here. There was a hack, and the hackers held the shit to ransom and everything, but they actually sorted out the hack. And they said, we didn't actually need to respond to the hackers, but we did, and we sent them a photo of a penis. With the message, suck this dick and stop locking bank networks thinking that you will monetize something. Learn to monetize. Good
That's
on
funny.
you, Bank of Zambia. Fucking
That's pretty good.
fantastic. Yeah. I mean, they had nothing to lose at that point, so why the fuck not, right? Moving on. Topless screaming protester crashes red carpet at Cannes Film Festival. Now, I can't scroll down too far because, her boobs are out. YouTube, don't take kindly to boobs, only porn. A topless woman with the Ukrainian flag sprayed across her chest was filmed screaming on the red carpet at the world's leading festival. She was saying, "Stop raping us." Because apparently the people at the red carpet event at the Cannes Film Festival are responsible for raping Ukrainian women over in Ukraine, and that was the best place to do it. I don't know, man. Maybe she should have taken 3 days off for fucking menstrual cramps,
Oh.
Bless you. I was expecting more from this, guys. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I fuck.
Yeah.
I remember a time, and it was only a few years ago, when people weren't all fucking crazy. Like, there were crazies out there, but it wasn't like everyone, like every second person. There was a lunatic that was outraged at something. I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember a few years ago.
You think, Polly, say, right, this is a hypothetical situation, right? You're a woman. You're ahead of a woman, Polly. And you are like, rape is happening far too much. Would the first thing that pops into your head is, I'm going to get topless in public?
No.
Maybe. See how the day's going.
Well, maybe it was really warm. We don't know. It just seems like, again, this is fucking may cause constipation and diarrhea again, isn't it? Stop raping us, here's my tits.
Yeah.
You seem to be contradicting yourself right there, lovey. There was a whole, you remember the whole free the nipple thing? #free the nipple?
Yeah, I don't remember any men disagreeing with that one.
No, absolutely. Yeah, fine. But there is a reason you don't go around topless. Should women be able to go around topless? Sure. Can they? No. What I sounded like a donation popping off there. Sorry. It's just, you know, you're kind of harming your own effort here. People are here just to see some fucking wanky, arty films. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah,
it won the
right.
Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, and it's so it's crap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Cannes Film Festival is crap. It's always fucking foreign shit like Le Coupe de Blanc.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get it.
Half
like
an hour of one guy staring out the window at the rain. You know.
there are times where it's like, yeah, it won like best whatever the fuck new release at the Cannes Film Festival, and it was an actually good film that people actually watched. But most of the time, it's not. It's a place to go to be seen. You know, it's the Met Gala with movies. You know what I mean?
I'm an actor or director with, you know, and that starts with a capital letter. It's for the kind of person that, you know, when they're not shooting, they still get the rest of the crew to refer to them by their character's name. Or as I like to call them, pretentious ball sacks.
You don't believe in method acting?
I do believe in it, but I also believe there's a fucking limit. Don't get me wrong, mate. Look, if you fucking go and research your role, shit like that, absolutely fine, yeah. If you actually want to sit there and go like, no, I am, you know, an anorexic elephant, or whatever fucking role you're playing right there,
right.
Then, yeah, by all means do it, but don't bother
You
other
have to be an
people with
anorexic elephant to play one. You know the rules.
Well,
Have you guys ever reverse doxed yourself?
How do you
I
reverse
don't know
dox
what
yourself?
that means.
You're talking to somebody like IRL, and I've done it. Where it's like, so I was talking to this guy the other day, and he said, "Hey, look, Polly, you know."
Oh,
like you say,
no.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
As opposed to being online and saying, you know, your real name, like, you know, you say Millard all the time, so everyone knows that's your real name.
exactly.
I'd say,
That's my go-to.
Rudiger
Yeah,
Dubenstein. Everybody knows my name's Rudiger, so like, who cares, right? But in real life, have you ever called yourself Drunkle by accident?
No, that's my beautiful through line. That's my beautiful fucking midway right there. Is I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to accidentally say my name online because I say Miller Duke, and I'm not going to say Drunkle, you know, IRL in the flesh space, because I will still say Miller Duke, and no one can find my channel off of that.
No, man, that was terrible. That's gonna happen now. Yeah, with the metaverse and all that crap, people are gonna, you know, start going, "Oh God, you still live in the flesh space?" Yeah, I did it in the flesh space. Like, you know.
Did you like that? Did you?
No, I didn't, because it sounded like it could be a thing. I hated it.
See, I'm privileged in that way because even people in real life call me Sin. Like,
yeah,
doesn't matter either way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But then I don't go running around with a Ukrainian flag on my back and my tits flopping about for all to see at the Cannes Film Festival when they're trying to watch the very arty movie Le Coupe de Blanc.
Yeah, Le Coupe de Blanc. Does that actually mean something?
The blue cup.
The blue cup.
But here's the thing. In this movie, Polly, there isn't a cup.
It's symbolism.
It's symbolism. We are the cup. Let's move on from this piece of work. Ancient poop reveals what the builders of Stonehenge like to eat. Yes, we got a bi-weekly poop-related news. I say well.
I'm guessing foraging items. Like, what the fuck is the big reveal? Grains and meat. What?
It was a lot of meat. It was a lot of meat. Yeah.
Grass and meat. I guarantee it's.
You're all wrong. It was stones.
Yeah. Like, I highly doubt it's going to be anything shocking.
It's
maybe
not.
If it was, I mean, even if it was like some species that's extinct, what does it matter? They've ground it up with their teeth and partially digested it. So, I mean, what shock could there be? So, what they like to eat?
The shock here is that how many historians are obsessed with poo. Right? and they've even got a special word for it. Coprolite. So when someone says, so Millard, you know, I'm out in the flesh space. So Millard, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a coprolitologist. And I go, that sounds interesting. Yeah. It's poo.
Would that be archaeology or anthropology?
No, it's pooology. Several pieces of fossilized poop.
There's specializations.
There are, yeah, but then also, like, how does a proctologist get a job in proctology, you know, like...
Oh, they have got to be the most highly paid specialists ever, because nobody goes into med school saying, I want to focus on the digestive system, especially buttholes.
But some people must do, you know? You go through medical school and shit like that, and they go, right, now you pick your specialty, and the guy's got his hand up immediately. Butts. He's there because he loves butts. Or she.
I mean, it's a running joke that, like, podiatry is what people do when they can't, like, hack it with, like, thoracic surgery or, like, you know, something that's really involved and detailed. So they go for podiatry because it's so straightforward. That was even a joke in The Sopranos. Remember Sinatra?
I thought it was dentistry. It's dentists are people who couldn't make it as doctors, and vets are people who couldn't make it as dentists.
You anti-dentite bastard.
Anti-dentite! You take that back, sir! Chew you up and spit you out. So it's 5 pieces of poop from 1 human and 4 dogs. I'm looking at you, Amber Heard. We're going to find out if you shat on the bed or it was the dog. We've got people. Top men, Amber. Top men. They found eggs of parasitic worms. And that's really the news here. Like, wait, no. People from way back then who thought stacking stones was some kind of fucking tribute to the gods had parasites in their poop? No.
Maybe that was the clue or the secret.
Was the secret to Stonehenge is worms?
Yeah, they all had those fry parasites that made them like, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, like the Futurama worms. It's a type of word indicating the person or peoples thereof had eaten raw or undercooked lungs or liver. So, you know, use the entirety of the animal. Kind of disappointed that it wasn't stones. And it turns out Stonehenge was just like a massive compost heap. Here's a picture of the poo, by the way. For some reason, this is YouTube friendly. I want to know what's the line right here? Like, do you remember me asking, you know, because they'd be like, oh, they've fucking discovered the mummified remains. We're digging up the bones of fucking King George, who was found in a Tesco car park in Slough. Where's the line where you're allowed to exhume a corpse? How long does it have to be? And more importantly, how old does poo have to be before I'm allowed to show it on my channel?
Okay, I don't know about the second one, but the first one, I think the line is as long as there is still a corpse, you can exhume it.
So any time, so someone who got buried yesterday, we can exhume that for scientific purposes and put them in a museum.
More than you think.
All right, put them in a museum then, because like we've got fucking mummified remains. They're fucking thousands of years old or some shit like that. Fascinating to see, but it's still a human being right there. You know, you wouldn't fucking dig up someone who got buried last week and put them in a museum.
Why not?
I mean, I would. Would you?
I mean, I'm not paid to do it.
Well, if you were paid. So hang on. So far,
Yes.
you've been doing it just for fun, apparently.
Yeah, start paying me. We'll talk about it. But if I'm not paid to do it, I'm not fucking Winchestering a fucking grave.
I guess that actually is the real answer, isn't it? To be honest, I just want to know, and it can extend to poo. If you put this on Twitter, it'll be like, oh my god, that's fascinating. But if you show one that you just fucking curled out yesterday, people will be like, oh my god, reported. Where's the line? I need a distinct amount of time to know when this is okay.
What if it is a record-breaking poop?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. Do you think there is a record for that?
I mean, it exists, so yes.
Does it though? Like a Guinness World Record? Is it? Because you'd think like Guinness would be like, no, it's not for us to touch.
I'm sure.
We're not going to touch that one. It's the librarian, the AAA librarian. Whenever we come up with a brand new word he likes to define it, is anti-dentite. Adjective, to be against dentistry or dental practices. See also Great Britain. Oh, you fucker. Usage, Miller doesn't pay for dental health. But that still doesn't stop him from being an anti-dentite. Very good work, librarian. That's that, Polly. I know you're wondering right now. I know you're wondering, is that all we've got for poo-related news? And it's a good question. Yeah. It's a good question. Over to Sora News 24. Our favourite publication of all time.
Yeah.
Poop-shaped pudding makers now on sale in Japan. You can have poop pudding.
That makes sense.
It looks more like a soft serve cone to me.
Yeah. But then surely they were inspired at some point, right?
That's the poop emoji.
That is the poop emoji. We're looking at stereotypical poop here. Real poop has curves. No longer must we carve pudding into poop ourselves, live cave people, which is good. You're preparing to enjoy a nice cup of custard pudding by carefully moulding it into the shape of a freshly coiled turd, but as you put in the finishing touches on the pinched off end, your hand slips and squishes the entire sculpture. Then, in your frustration, you toss the whole thing into a nearby cup of instant noodles. Jesus Christ, Sora News 24, you constantly amaze me. This is an all too common problem, and it may soon be a thing of the past, thanks to Yataze Uchi Purin. I did it. Poop pudding. That translates.
All right.
I'm in. Went on sale from May 20th. Participating dealers nationwide. That's 3 days ago, people. They're probably already sued out. Jesus Christ, Drunken. Probably already sold out. Go get your poop pudding. There's no time to waste. Gamer Levine throws $3 for the Ricky Spanish.
Sued out.
You like sued out? Hey, librarian. Make a fucking meaning out of that one. Gamer Levine for $3 on the Ricky Spanish. The living bodies exhibit in some science centres has real bodies. So yes, actually I did see one of those in Amsterdam. But then these are people that have agreed to it as well, right? You're not telling me that this fucking ancient pharaoh, before you just went, hey, by the way, if someone wants to dig me up and put me in one of those newfangled museums in a couple of thousand years, tell him I said yay. There's an element of permission to this shit, you know what I mean? Right, moving on. A new electronic nose may help sniff out counterfeit whiskey. I thought of you guys, both of you two, when I read about this. Do you often get duped by counterfeit whiskey, Sinatra?
No.
Or that you know of?
Well, I was just about to say, yeah.
I mean, if it's counterfeit, it's such a good quality counterfeit that it doesn't even matter.
Don't really bother you. Yeah, it's yeah, okay, fair enough. So
if you didn't pick it, drinking it blind, you didn't pick it.
There it is. And look, counterfeit or not, Polly's still going to throw it up afterwards. The device is known as Nose. So that's quite good. It actually can recognize brands as well. There was some stats down here. The prototype was 100% accurate on the region, which is pretty fucking amazing. 96.15% accurate on the brand name, and 92.31% accurate on the style of the 6 whiskies it tested back from 2019, which is... those are some impressive numbers, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Darren Root in the chat says, fun fact, Guinness actually stopped taking records for poop. So at least they did do it then. Thank you, Darren Root. Facts worth knowing. Hopefully we won't have a nose technique for that as well. You can sniff a turd and find out what region of fucking France they come from. It must be the Champagne region, otherwise it's just English sparkling turd. Moving on. Frogs keep mating with the wrong things. Again, this is...
Hey, look, I understand. I've done it before. We've all been there. We've done it. I don't want to hear excuses.
Well, we've all fucked a shoe.
We've all fucked the wrong thing.
When you put it like that. Okay, fair enough. They ask, could humans be to blame? Of course. Yeah, amorous frogs, fucking footwear, women most affected. Look at that.
I just can't wait to hear how this is somehow climate change or a mass shooter's fault, white supremacy, something like that.
A mass shooter's fault. Jesus. Well, I mean, look, I could get into it, but hey, this starts like a fucking BBC food recipe. 2 years ago, Juan Diaz Ricarte was hiking through the mountains of Brazil when a male yellow Oooooooh toad affixed itself to his boot. dyslexia. Diaz gently detached the frog and set it back on the ground several feet away. Undeterred, it bounced back over and wrapped its arms around the shoe again. It's got a fucking foot fetish, Juan. Wrong uns exist in every fucking species. Yeah, it's probably something that we don't know. I'm not reading through that entire fucking thing. I don't want to know about this guy's life story. I just want to know why fucking frogs are shagging feet. Alex Jones was onto something, Sinatra. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Alex Jones was right. Jar is foot old.
It is foot. We need a second jar. Moving on. Ah, good God. Oh, this is an update. Polly, what's the best job in the world?
Best job in the world is being a helicopter EMT.
Incorrect. It is a jet suit EMT, as I updated the week
Yeah,
after.
it's the same thing.
That was said. This jet suit has made a record-breaking ascent to 3,100 feet in 3 minutes, which is fucking awesome.
The last time we
mate.
saw this, the guy was just like, it was so cool. He was just a little bit off the ground and just moving, man.
Just hovering, yeah.
3,100 feet. That's fucking sweet.
Not
That's
just
cool.
that. They were testing it to see how long it would take him to find someone in this hilly mountainous area, and he did it in absolutely fucking no time. Because you could get up so high that you can fucking see all of this shit, right? Yeah, got fucking helicopter blades having to lean out one side of the helichopper or anything like that. He's got 360-degree vision right here. And now, in 3 minutes, boom, he's right up there. He can see fucking everything. That is the coolest job in the world, and I'm looking forward to see more of this shit rolled out, mate. This is fucking awesome. Rocket Man! Saving lives. Madonna... You know, that old woman said she put a lot of thought into NFTs of her giving birth to centipedes.
Jesus Christ. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Do you guys get those tags about NFTs like every fucking day on Twitter?
No.
No.
Every day I get a tag. It's a bot, obviously. But it's always different. It's always like me and 57,000 other people going, hey, check this project out. And it's just like a shitty NFT, and every time I just block.
Yeah, fair. I always see I see a news article that I'm interested in on Twitter. When I say I'm interested in it, I'm interested in people arguing in the comments. And I'll go and have a look, and there's always one person there going, I couldn't believe it until I actually saw it. And I spoke to Steve Whack Your Mum Off about Bitcoin, and he was completely right. Changed my life.
Oh yeah.
And it's always on like an article of like a toddler dying in a fire or something like that as well. You're like, come on, mate, have some goddamn pride. What is wrong with you? So anyone wants to get this NFT, then you have my blessing, by the way. It means that no one else can. And I think paintings are the original NFTs, aren't they? Like the Mona Lisa. Bit of a scam. I mean, Polly, you know, you've touched a painting.
I have.
You've caressed a painting.
But you can't do that with an NFT. You can't hold it in your hand, can you? I've spoken to people who've seen the Mona Lisa, and they felt cheated as fuck. Because it's tiny.
It is tiny, and their inability to touch it. Like, if I can't feel the surface texture, what's the point?
Yeah, I don't want to see a painting unless I can lick it.
Yeah, and what about the blind people? Should they not be able to
need to
feel out
feel
the
it.
painting?
So you want like a Braille version of the Mona Lisa? There's just some guy with
There
dark
is a
sunglasses
Braille
and
version.
and a
It's called the
dog.
Mona Lisa. You're just not allowed to touch it.
Yeah.
You know, actually,
So
you're not
lame.
even allowed. No flash photography either. Which is
Kinda
like the
scary.
most ignored rule ever, apparently, because everyone's doing flash photography around the Mona Lisa. And the least she could do is fucking smile, right? Jesus
Is
Christ.
that? Are you joking? There's really
No.
no flash photography around the painting.
There's not supposed to be, but there's so many people are doing
Why?
it. It's unenforceable. I don't know. I think maybe that like some kind of like degradation from like the extreme light. Because you know, if
You're
you
not
were to
gonna
keep
scare Mona Lisa. What's the point?
you might. You're
not gonna take a picture. She's gonna go, oh fuck. No, it's whatever.
I mean, because look, if you leave a painting in the sun, for instance, then it's going to get bleached over time. So maybe there's a danger with that, you know. If millions upon millions of people are taking photos of it with a flash, then it is actually going to affect the painting. But then also, I mean, there's a big theory that isn't even the real Mona Lisa. So, I don't know. Big Dro says, don't
Does
worry,
it
you
matter
can just Google
if it's not the real one? Whoever has the real one, it's essentially fucking worthless because no one's going to believe that's the real one.
Just like an NFT. I just right-clicked on it and saved, to be honest. I'm happy. I think maybe it's like this big museum saying, no photos. You buy the postcard in the gift shop, you piece of shit. I don't fucking know. Let's move on. Do you know what this is, by the way, guys?
A
little rocking chair.
No, you are right. It is a rocking chair, but that is the chair that Abraham Lincoln was sat in when he was killed.
No, that would explain the blood stain at the top.
Yeah.
I thought
I was going to say Lizzie Borden, but...
No, it's definitely still a chair. You can name it what you want, but... I thought that was fucking fascinating. I sat in a museum somewhere, perfectly preserved, because I just picture, like, Abraham Lincoln, he's getting carted off, he's in his, like, fucking, ambulance on the back of a horse. People are like, leave the chair! That's gonna be worth something one day. I thought that was fucking awesome, mate. That is a genuine artifact of history. That is fucking awesome. Patio Furniture says Polly would touch it.
Yeah, I think I'd have to.
I like the buttons in the cushioning there. That's called reverse braille. It goes in instead of out. Fit Gaming Cat says,
I remember when I went to
too.
Ford's Theater. I sat there outside the presidential box, like the box seats, and I tried to figure it. I got to go back and redo the math because I don't understand it. Like, because there's like a vestibule where you step inside the door, and then there's like this tiny little area, and then the little vestibule, no bigger than like a small closet, and then another door that opens into the actual seating area where all four people, Lincoln, Mary Todd Lincoln, what's his name? I forget the general's name, and his wife. Steve, yeah. I just don't understand how. Anyway, I got to go back. I was just thinking about that. It's just because I stood there for like 15 minutes trying to make fucking sense of it, and I couldn't because it was there was nobody guarding the door or whatever, and I got to go anyway.
He said it was an inside
you
job.
can touch it and no one's going to say anything.
Well, they had it locked off, right? So you can't go out. I mean, you can look like up from the outside, but like when you go like up into the back down the hallway, it's like it's a big glass door, and the glass is like thick as like bankers tellers glass.
You got to ask me like, hey, for my my internet job, I do a thing over here. It's a very popular show.
We've got science fair at school.
Can I get a little closer to the chair? And if they go, no, I don't think so. Then you go, okay. But if they let you, just walk up and put a finger on it and go, okay, thank you.
I was there with my then girlfriend, and she got upset at me because I said, like, I'm sitting there looking, and she goes, "You look like," I said, "I'm just trying to figure it." And I said, and this really thick glass, like distorts everything, gives it like that blue tint as well. And I knocked on it, and I said, "Oh, now they put bulletproof glass." A little late.
That should be
She gave me this look like, oh my god, that's so. And I was like, what? Too soon? Like, it's been a minute.
That should be Polly's bit. Once a week, we send you out somewhere, like out into the world.
Yeah.
And you just have to take a photo of one finger touching something old or expensive.
We'll call it touched by an otter.
Yeah.
I'm down for. I would love to see that.
Hands on with Polly.
That's it. That's the one.
You've seen National
Getting
Treasure,
handsy.
Right? With what's his name? Not the bees guy.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah. So there I am at the National Archives. Whatever.
But we all knew who you meant as well.
So they're at the National Archives, right? And where they have the Declaration of Independence, the actual one. And there's no flash photography allowed in there. And I have my friend, I'm like, can you take a picture? And he says, sure. And he uses his own camera, and he didn't turn the flash off, and the flash goes off. And, oh, man, the security guard was on us like a cheap suit, man. It was instantaneous. Like a hound's on a bloody fox. He came over and goes, I see that flash again. I'm dragging both of you out of here. Those are big old 6'4" guy, too. And I was like, okay, shit. Like, and my friend was like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And I was like, I'm blameless. I was just standing there, you know. But the point is, I have an absconded picture because I'm not supposed to have that picture where I'm standing there next to the Declaration. You can actually, because he took one afterwards without the flash. You can't see shit because it's all dark in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't you
do that on purpose as well, though, don't they?
Well, they do, like, no flash because you don't want to. Okay, look, the Declaration of Independence hung in a lawyer's office for 50 years facing the rising morning sun. That's why, if you want to, Google image search it right now. The ink is bleached right off the paper. Most of it is gone and illegible. And it's because it hung facing the rising sun for 50 years in some fucking lawyer's office. Okay, well, first of all, the glass that's covering it is UV reflective. And that's what's causing the problem to begin with. So what does it matter if we take flash photography in there?
Rules.
But it really is thick as fuck. So,
yeah.
Not the bees really did have to wait till it was going downstairs for curation and whatnot. Because there's no way it would have been able to get
a grain of truth in that movie then, you know?
Yeah.
I'm glad that this photo inspired such a conversation, though, gentlemen, because this kind of shit does fascinate me more than seeing the mummified corpse of Pharaoh Wayne or whatever. This is something that
we're all in agreement that hands-on with Polly is a good bit that needs to happen.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah.
I like Lupus Albus, hands-on history with Polly.
That's good. Yeah. See, as what you were saying about, though, with that, the booth, the VIP booth that he was in, and you're looking at it going like, could someone get in there? The Mythbusters need to be granted access to see if it was possible for someone to sneak up like they did. They'd be allowed.
Rathbone, Major Rathbone. Fuck, see? I knew it was in there somewhere. The pharmaceuticals was stop it. That was
fucking name and a half. That is.
Yeah, he shoots Lincoln in the back of the head with his .44 Derringer, and he had a knife in the other hand, which he stabbed Rathbone in the shoulder with. It was like bang, cut, and then tried to jump over the ledge. It caught his foot on the bunting that was hanging, and when he landed, it broke his ankle, and then stood up and yelled what most people think is Sic Semper Tyrannis, as always to tyrants, from Julius Caesar. But some people also claim that he yelled, "The South is avenged," so who knows? But anyway, he hobbles off stage with his broken ankle, right, and goes for this ride. So if you ever go to the museum at Ford's Theater, they have so many cool things. They've got his Derringer, and they've got his boot that Mary Sutherland is where he ended up at her boarding house, and they had to cut his boot off, and there it is, big slice down the side. It's like, how do you keep that? Where was that it ultimately ended up in a museum? Somebody kept John Wilkes Booth's bloody cut boot?
Well, that's what I mean, because that's how these things always come about, though. You don't know if something is going to be fucking famous in a couple of 100 years. Obviously, with this chair, yeah, all right, assassination of a president. Maybe this woman right here is just like, what, you just shot Abe Lincoln? Well, I'm keeping his boot.
Keeping that boot on me.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be worth something one day. Do you know, he tripped up on the bunting, which is why you always rehearse before you take it to the theatre. Do you know what play he was watching?
I do. My American Cousin.
Incorrect. It was Our American Cousin.
Is seriously Our American Cousin?
It's actually Our American Cousin.
Okay, okay, cool. All right.
Boom! You just got Englished. I thought that was awesome. I'm glad that inspired a nice bit of conversation right there. But let's move on. Over to man who received pig heart in groundbreaking transplant dies 2 months after surgery. We had this a little while ago. Yeah, it was, and you guys were both going, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, see what happens? We were right.
Well, it turns out because of his illness, he was not on the list at all for a transplant for a regular or boring human heart. So they went, hey, let's give it a go with that. And look, it gave him an extra 2 months' life. So there's that. Before that, though, apparently, it was on a child. They used a baboon heart. And he didn't live too long either. But, I mean, that's our science news right there. So, guys, it looks at fucking xenotransplants. They'll work for a little bit. But generally, no. Just, Just don't need a transplant, I guess, is my advice to you here. What else have we got? Is it a world record-breaking attempt? I think it is. The world's oldest living wombat, Wayne, sets Guinness World Record at 32. That is a dog, by the way. That is not the wombat. This is the wombat.
That's a weird-looking... Oh, look at him.
Right, look at his nose! And he's 32 years old. He is 3 years younger than me. He was there, Matt. He was there for the recession, the war on drugs, 9/11. He was there, man. He was there when fucking Johnny Bravo was on TV. Other things. Yeah, Lord of the Rings movies. He was there when Gandalf.
Everything that happened in the last 30 years.
Everything, yeah, 32. He was there when Gandalf was just a face on someone's living room floor. He's seen it all, guys. Oldest living wombat right there. Going strong. Wayne, God bless you, sir. On to our penultimate article. First human trial of experimental cancer-killing virus underway. Now, this is some fucking uplifting news right here. It's only a trial, obviously, but you need to test these things out, John Wilkes Booth. We'll keep an eye on this one. Fucking fingers crossed to everything that happens in the future, because, I mean, that could be some real world-saving shit right there. Unlike Madonna's non-fungible tokens. You have a titular article?
Yes, sir.
Let's have a titular article. Today's AAA meeting was brought to you by the tagline Stormbreaker. Polly, as a comic book fan, you'll like this. Kansas man finds hatchet head in yard with a tree root as a handle. The tree root grew through the fucking blade of the hatchet, just like fucking Stormbreaker was made with Groot in the goddamn Avengers. And look at that dog. It's like,
we
the found it.
Too. That is very cool.
It does look like he's about.
Very cool.
Does look like he's about to murder the dog, but we're looking past this right now. That is very fucking cool. I think there you go. Look at that. That is fucking awesome. Never tell me the odds.
That makes me want to like plant an axe head right where like thread a root through it and then just bury it and leave it.
I've got a sapling, I've got a hatchet blade, and I've got a dream. Absolutely fucking wonderful. You may now consider yourself newsed.
I do feel newsed.
You do feel newsed? You feel
I do.
newsed, right?
I do.
I'm going to have a quick wee at the moment. I say at the moment, in a moment. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
So, Sinatra, how did your bourbon procurement go this weekend?
Not great.
Really?
Yeah, we got to the store late. I say late. We got there at about 6:30, and we were 6 and 7 in line.
Oof.
The store doesn't open up till 9, by the way. So these people were lined up way before. And what are you gonna do? I'm not paying secondary prices for the shit. I mean, I love you, but I'm not paying secondary prices because people want like between $180 and $250 for a bottle of Blanton's. It's just not worth it to me.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
Well, let's just hope Feline can come through with the come through. That's what I'm hoping for. Hatchet can't be used as a head. Yeah, it's still pretty cool though.
Man,
but yeah, scalpers. I feel like you could find. Yeah, but that's the thing though, is it's not scalpers. Where I am, the price is controlled by the state. There's the MSRP, but that's suggested. Places don't have to pay that. But
that's actually a good question. Jake8 has. Did you send out the packages to the? Come on, it's the comic club, man. You didn't get them out?
No, there was an issue. So okay. I got all the priority boxes, got them all made them up, and then I went to the post office to get tape. It's right. One of the post offices right around the corner from me. So I went in there and I said, "Hey, the one I'm going to has one of the all-night things. That's where the P.O. box is, so I'm going to check that in a minute. But I went to the one right here, and I was like, hey, is there an issue sending lighters in the priority mail? She's like, yeah, you can't do it. I said, what?
Oh, okay.
She said, you cannot send lighters in priority because that's airmail and you can't do that. So I said, okay. So I bought every little box they had, went to Walgreens, bought every box they had, and I had to order the rest of the boxes on Amazon that Miss Sin is bringing to the office right now. I have everything ready to go in the box, so I will have them shipped out before the end of the night tonight because we have to go out to where the P.O. box is in the next county over, and they have an all-night lobby with the thing in it where you can manually send them, so we're doing all that there.
Cool.
You
There you
can
go.
send Zippos, damn it. Zippos with no
depends.
fluid aren't the same as a Zippo. Yeah, but
Yeah.
here's the thing. Zippos were like custom made Zippos were like $60 to $70 a piece.
Yeah,
I just
man,
couldn't
it's
afford that.
pricey. I was a
Because,
little mind blown
weirdly,
when I saw them.
I was looking into the same thing. I didn't realize, because I remember you saying that you were looking into doing the Zippos, but I thought you said you weren't going to in the end. So I started looking into it, and that's where I started coming across all these. I mean, it depends where you are, whether or not you're allowed to send a Zippo in the mail. And of course, there are like some things like, you know, it can't have fuel in it and everything like that. It's like, how do you prove that? You know, you unpack it and give it to the person, say, "Smell that, you bitch." You know, like, if it's still in like some fucking original packaging or something like that. I mean, I don't know.
People keep saying Zippos. I don't have Zippos to send. I could not afford the Zippos. It was going to be like, for everything, it was going to be more than I have right now to buy all the Zippos. So I had custom-made Bics put together.
I mean, that's good too. That's good too. I was looking at engraving for Zippos, and they're very good with having like a message put on them. But of course, I want an image. They're not so good with that. I'd have to
Yeah,
get
the
it
image
from
is where
one
the
place.
Did
money
you
is.
look into
Yeah.
custom-made Ronsons, like refillable Ronsons?
A Ronson, mate. Now that is a quality outfit when it comes to lighters.
Yeah. A friend of mine in high school, he used the same fucking Ronson lighter all through high school because he had it and thought it was, that's how I know of them. I mean, I'm just, because Zippo's like, Zippo. So I can see that, you know, they're engraving. I mean, have you seen the $18,000 18 karat gold one they've got on their website? It's like, you guys are fucking crazy. You know, there's some Malibu fucking trust fund kids rolling around with that. Well, yeah.
Right. yeah. They've lost
That's
them.
that's a Hunter Biden special. You know how many crack pipes he's fucking lit with that thing and then left between the seat cushions of some fucking $10,000 a night fucking Fifth Avenue hotel room
Agreed.
while he was smoking cheese.
Should we have a game?
Yeah.
Let's have a game. Today we got a brand new game for you guys. It should only be a short one as well. This should be a... Buckhurt says, and on a lighter note. Way! Very good.
Jesus.
Good work, you bright spark. You're the light of my life. Right, it's a new game. It should be a quick fire one. This should be fairly easy. We have got 11 different rounds of this game, which I call Where in the World I Have a Country. I have described the country using one word. And hyphens, they count as it making one word. So I'm going to bring up the word. You call out your name as quick as you can, and you tell me what country I am describing right there. Do you understand?
No.
Okay, well, here you go. Here's an easy one to begin with. Your word is... freedom.
Polly.
Polly!
America.
It is the good old United States of America. You see? Their game's so easy, even Polly managed to get a point. All right, on to number 2.
I got a feeling that's the easy one, and this is going to go straight downhill from here.
We'll see what happens. Number 2, your word is drunk.
Polly.
Polly.
England.
England. We were almost called that at the end of World War II, but no, sir, that is incorrect. Sinatra.
Ireland.
That's not his own country.
I mean, there was something known as the Troubles, which would disagree with you there.
the late unpleasantness, yeah.
That is a point apiece. On to number 3, and your word is surrender.
Polly.
Polly.
France.
France! You see, you're doing well. You're doing well. Next one. Your word is Lego.
Sinatra?
Sinatra?
Germany?
It is not Germany.
Huh.
Sinatra, Canada?
Sinatra? No, it's not fucking Canada. That's not a place. Does no one know where fucking Lego is, mate?
Nope.
It is a
Ollie.
Danish word.
Oh,
Denmark.
sure. I was just about to say Daneland. Fuck.
Right, hold on. Right, do it again.
Polly.
Polly!
Daneland.
It is Denmark, I'm afraid, sir, but I will give you the point. It is Danish. It means play well.
I had no idea it was actually made there. None.
Now you know.
Do you feel like that they should go get their own fucking flag?
Yes.
Like you, Drunkel, do you feel that they should like get their own fucking flag?
They've inverted it and moved it slightly to the left. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know where Photoshop was invented, so maybe like...
St. George's Cross is ours, you fucks.
Yeah, what's it called? I don't know. What's backwards for St. George's Cross? It's just sock On to round 5. And your word is mafia.
Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Italy.
Italy, it is indeed. Number
Why
6.
is really more
So off-center.
Sicily than Italy?
Look, why is it so offset? You didn't give a shit about fucking Denmark, did you? Oh, no. All right.
Well, okay,
Everyone
fuck Denmark.
stop while I sort out the flag for Sinatra. Everyone stop. All right?
Still off center.
No,
You should have went with Sicily, because then you would get to put up Sicily's ridiculous flag with the 3 legs. It's hilarious.
Really? Sicily's got a flag with 3 legs?
Yeah, you should look at it. It's bizarre.
Hold on.
Like you read the history of it, it's like, okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense. It doesn't stop it from being bizarre.
Oh my god, that is weird.
See?
I think we've got one like that as well. The Isle of Man flag has also got 3 legs. And that is that's one of ours, the Isle of Man.
Every flag's better than Nepal's flag, though. Fuck them.
I don't know, what's the one that's just green? That one fucking sucks. 11 minutes ago, Gamer Levine threw $3 saying Honey Boo Boo got a pig heart in an episode of South Park. That episode also made fun of James Cameron. Yeah, you see, sometimes South Park is a documentary, isn't it? All right, that is number 5. On to the next one, and your word is spiders.
Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Australia.
It is indeed Straya. I mean, look, you want to talk about people stealing flags? I think we all 3 should be offended by this one, gentlemen.
No, worst is New Zealand. Because Australia did this, which was kind of theft, and then New Zealand just kind of moved the stars a little bit. So they, in the famous words of Rick Blaine from Casablanca, I don't mind a parasite, I object to a cut rate one.
There it is. Fucking Denmark and Australia and you, New Zealand, we're coming to get you.
New
On to
Zealand, you
number
cut rate parasites.
We don't say that enough. On to number 7. And your word is bicycles.
Polly.
Polly.
England.
It is not England.
Because they had the big wheel on the front.
Sinatra?
Them
Penny
things.
farthing. Sinatra.
Yeah.
Shit.
Close.
I keep wanting to say France because of the Tour de France, but
It is not France.
Polly, Belgium.
It is not Belgium.
Polly, Switzerland.
It's not Switzerland.
Sinatra, Spain.
It is not Spain. Sinatra, Spain. New channel, but no, it is not Spain.
Right.
Polly, Portugal.
It is not Portugal.
Fuck. Polly,
All right,
Sweden.
Let's play a new game. What flag is this?
France.
It's not France! I mean,
Oh.
look, if you turn it around a certain way, it is France, all right? It turns out when it comes to vexology, it's just a shit ton of copycats. That is the Netherlands.
Oh. Really?
It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh, dude, like they're fucking.
Man, a lot of these
transport is
countries are vexillologically impaired. Like it's
vexillologically impaired. I mean, I would have accepted Holland as well, but it's not the same. They love bicycles, though. I mean, the city is built around fucking instead of cars, it's built around trams and bicycles, and it is fucking mega easy to get from A to B. It's wonderful, and the air is so fucking clean. The problem is, though, you've got to look left and right before crossing a road, and then left and right, and then left and right again, and then left and right, and some up, maybe down, and you're still gonna get fucking hit by something. Beautiful country, though. And of course, the Germans famously came in, took all their bicycles, and wouldn't let them have them back. Right, on to number 8, and your word is commies.
Holly,
Not true.
Polly,
Russia.
Russia. And that's just
The
the Netherlands
Soviet
flag,
Union.
just in a different order, right there.
Which is also off center.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a little bit to the right. Thank you. And your next word is suicide.
Sinatra.
Polly.
Japan.
What?
It is
No
not
fucking
Japan.
way.
It's not
It's not-
Japan.
It's not Japan.
One of the Baltic states where they drink way too much vodka. Polly.
Polly.
One of the Baltic states where they drink way too much vodka.
No.
Kazakhstan? Polly, Kazakhstan.
It's not Kazakhstan.
I'd kill myself if I lived in Kazakhstan. I'd consider it at least.
You see, Sid was raging then because I heard you say your name just a little bit before him, but you were going to say Japan as well, weren't you? It was still wrong. It was still wrong.
Okay, Sinatra, China.
It is not China.
Well, then whatever this is wrong.
Is it though?
Yeah, I think it is China and Japan.
Swear,
have the
it's
highest
got to be
suicide
some
per
Eastern
capita
European
rates.
country. I know their fucking suicide rates are just jacked. Right.
It's Japan is famous for suicide, but this is the European one.
Sinatra, Germany. They had a very famous suicide once.
Only once, unfortunately. Yeah, no, it is not. It is. There is a company that does it. It's an assisted suicide company known as Dignitas.
Polly,
Okay.
Switzerland.
Polydub, it is indeed Switzerland.
Fuck yeah. You know how I got there? If anyone was doing it, was the Swiss. Like, you know what I mean? With
Yeah,
their whole,
yeah.
like, yeah.
Well, that's the army knives, isn't
We'll
it? You got
take your
little
Nazi
spoons,
gold. We'll
scissors.
hide your information. We'll do whatever other people won't do. You know what I mean? The Cayman Islands of Europe. It's
And I mean, look, if we still want to talk about plagiarism of a flag.
yeah, indeed.
You know what I mean? They stole this from the
Yeah.
Red Cross. No, we're the opposite of the Red Cross. We're the White Cross. We help you die. Do you know how sad that was for me?
Wow, that came together pretty well, actually.
You know how sad it was for me when I say suicide? You say Japan. I go, no, it's the European one. Alright, number 10. And oh shit. And your word is A.
Polly,
Sinatra.
Polly.
Canada.
Canada. Which very
I'm
original
saying
on
my
this.
name like long before he does. I don't know how you're hearing him
No,
first.
I hear you say it after me. I don't know if you got some kind of hyper delay, but
It could be. I mean, this has happened before, you know, on Fridays when this call out your name. And I say it millions of years before Polly does, but you still go, no, I heard it first. So maybe
Have you
Polly
seen
just
the-
lives a little bit closer to me.
have you seen the old Commonwealth flag of Canada?
No.
They never should have changed it. The old one looks good.
I
It's
hope
got the
everyone
Union
is
Jack
Googling
on it and
these
whatnot.
things.
What's that?
I hope everyone else is Googling these flags as I'm Googling them as well. Commonwealth. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got like the Union flag. The field itself is red, and then you got like a really cool coat of arms there.
Yeah, it looks so much better. Like that's an eyesore, man. That thing.
Yeah, it does scream Canada, though, doesn't it? Like, what you famous for? I don't know, syrup. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Run with that then, eh? And on to our final flag, or rather, final word. And your word is call center.
Polly.
Sinatra.
Polly.
India.
It's indeed India.
All century.
That's okay. I mean, it was going to be, hello, I'm calling from the Microsoft. And the independent adjudicators are in. Sinatra says comes in with 3 points, but this week's Smarty Pants with 7 points is Polydub.
Woohoo!
This is episode, 192? So, personally, Polly, no, I don't want to, personally, Polly, I don't want to poo on your parade. But you are now up to 12 in episodes 100 to 200 against Sinatra's 14.
Oh.
So this shit's going to be
Closing the gap.
down to the fucking wire, guys. And then the chat comes in and scores 200 points just like that. Speaking of the chat, should we have a couple of questions before we get out of here?
Sure.
I got a question for you, chat. Did you like that game? And I got a question for you, Sinatra. What have you got for us?
Nothing as of yet. I've had a very busy day.
I completely understand that, mate. As you came into the Discord, I could hear you taping away. I could hear the bubble wrapper bubbling. And I could hear Shelley going, no, do it this way. And then I just heard the noise of a slap and then silence. Polydub, how was Noir Bar on the weekend?
It didn't happen.
Shame.
We were gonna do it Saturday, right? But I had a vertigo seizure Saturday night, and then another one last night. It's been a rough weekend.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you feel better very soon, mate. We've got.
But I did get my favorite comment ever under a Noir Bar video, which I was pretty happy about.
What was that?
It's a running meme joke that like a bunch of people hang out in Discord fucking say all the time. Ham and beans. Everybody asks, when is Noir Bar? Nobody asks, how is Noir Bar? Yeah, I fucking pinned it and responded, man. Fuck yeah. I was
Gave
like,
the algorithm.
Yeah, no one ever asked. And I was like, thank you for asking. It's doing well. Shit.
I mean, we're at war, but yeah, no, it's doing great.
Yeah.
It's doing great. We got Caramel Mortician. I will never learn your name, Sen. How do you come up with these games? Right. Fun question. I just kind of do. I used to, when I was teaching kids how to act to camera, because they were like, between 5 and 10. So you'd always have a warm-up game. And I always had a different one of those each week. So it's just, I come up with games. I'll be sat there on the bus or something, or, obviously if I'm doing cleaning or something, you got a lot of time to think, and I'll just see something and go, that could be interesting. And the only difference is you've got to come up with 10 different versions of them. But I like making the games. I hope everyone else enjoys these two playing them, and indeed Polly winning them. Mike Savage says, I have a question. Did I enjoy that game? Fuck knows, mate. Ask your mum. Akira says, I love that game. Nice one. Mark Smart says, do you recognise the bodies in the water? I do not recognise the bodies in the water. Sam Miguel says, great game, but where's that video? Well, just as Polly's head-based injuries, my throat has been fairly painful for the past week or so, although I spent most of yesterday asleep and it felt a lot better today, so hopefully if I don't strain myself I'll be able to get one out at some point. But as I say, if I get too loud or if my voice gets too high, then it feels like I'm just getting stabbed in the neck, and it's not a pleasant sensation, so I'm resting my instrument. Wandering Lisa says, why is Noir Bar? It's a good question, Polly. You want to address that
is
one?
Noir Bar?
Who?
Why is Noir Bar? I think it's self-evident if you've ever listened to an episode. Because late night chill streams are fun and cool, and the noir genre is awesome. And yeah, that's the full explanation right there.
Yes, indeed they are. Well, that is it then, guys. This show is over. But if you find yourself with an itch that only a AAA meeting can scratch, then don't go wondering if elephants are people just yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday on the Polydub channel at 10:30pm GMT, 5:30pm AST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30am on Christmas Island with news, games, and banter that will make you literally die. I'm heading over to twitch.tv/drunkleplays for some epic gameage, second installment of Assassin's Creed 2. That's right, I'm an Italian heartthrob, just like my good friend Sinatra. And while you're there, be sure to check out Sinatra_says and Polly_dub. Have you done anything with the Twitch? At all, Polly?
Have I done anything with the Twitch?
Yeah, I know you got a channel set up. Have you had anything on there?
No, but progress has been made because I'm looking for a controller and trying to figure out if Tron Vodka, my computer, can do Bluetooth so I can do wireless because I'm buying said controller, and then I'm starting with the Castlevania collection from Steam.
Ooh, get in. You don't.
No.
You can just hook up USB if you get like a Xbox controller.
Absolutely, you can. Like, it's just I've got so many wires, and remember when I tripped over my keyboard wire and pulled over my computer, but my laptop broke its fall? Like, wires are the bane of my existence. So if latency isn't an issue, I would really love to be able to lay back and play. That'd be pretty sweet.
Fair. In which case, just get a Bluetooth dongle. It's not going to be an expensive one because you're going to be presumably sat right there, so it's not going to have a huge range.
Yeah.
I think I got mine for like £15 or something, so you probably $15, $20.
Yeah.
Oh, if I find one, mate, then I'll send you the link. Hey ho! Either way, make sure to check out.
I've got the name for the channel too. That's a step forward. The name my Twitch channel.
Is it Polly_dub?
No.
Oh, is it changed?
Sweat filled with goo.
Ew.
Really?
Well, somebody was saying last night, they were complaining about virginity and not having sex, and like I was out of it and drugged, and I said, sex is overrated. It's sweaty and filled with goo. But it was just like that. There was dead silence after I said it. It's like, that is the most unattractive description I have ever heard in my life. I said, well, it gets worse than that. Both parties are responsible for the goo.
I mean, you're right. I just don't want to admit to it, you know?
So it was after I was like, what are you doing anyways? I'm looking at controllers, and it's like, that's what you should call your Twitch channel. So I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Is it actually called Sweat Filled with Goo?
No, well, that's the plan. Like, I've settled upon the name, yeah.
And on that bombshell, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for all the generous donations. The best goddamn chat online. And don't forget your Marvel axe. Nothing on that one. Your sweaty goo-filled axe.